guys, welcome back to Miss Craig's classroom. Today our reading lesson is on predicting. Our learning goal is I am learning how to predict, and our success criteria is I will be successful when I can make a prediction on a fiction text based on the front cover and title. Now before we move on to our lesson, I thought I'd introduce my assistant today. This is Perry. She is our Kelpie Cross Pointer and she's 2 years old. She has been a very good companion and friend during this self-isolation time. Alright, now my assistant has left us, it is time to begin today's lesson. Predicting is one of those essential reading skills that fall under our comprehension umbrella, the same as a skill like summarising or questioning, analysing, that kind of thing. They might make these predictions in two different ways. The first, which we are focusing on today, is making a prediction about what is going to happen in a text before even opening it up. We will be doing this by looking at the front cover illustration and the title of the text. To make those predictions today, you are going to need a fiction text. If you are not sure what a fiction text is, I already have a video explaining it, so click the link above now and watch that lesson first. Alright, now you have a fiction text, it's time to start the lesson. Now the fiction text I have chosen to make my predictions is Pumpkin Soup by Helen Cooper. My 2-3 class know I love this book. Alright, now we're actually going to start making those predictions. The first thing I'm going to look at is the title. The title often gives us the best understanding of what the book or the story is going to be about. The title of this book is Pumpkin Soup. Okay, Pumpkin Soup. Once again, remembering those things about fiction texts. I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like it's going to be a recipe book or a recipe for pumpkin soup. It does look like a story because it is in that crazy font. And now that I've looked at the title, I'm actually going to look at the illustrations as well. So I can see on the front cover there is a cat, a duck and a squirrel. Because I know that already that this is a fiction text, I'm going to make the prediction that these are the main characters, cat, duck and squirrel. Now they're all hanging over a bowl of pumpkin soup. So I think that this story is about the three characters eating pumpkin soup. Now I've made this educated prediction based on the characters that I can see. Normally the characters on the front cover are the main characters, and the title is Pumpkin Soup. So I'm connecting these two things, the main characters with what they are doing and the title. So my prediction is that cat, duck and squirrel will eat pumpkin soup. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually write down my prediction based on the front cover illustration and the title. So for this, I'm going to get my whiteboard out. Alright, I've written my prediction down, so if you'd like to copy this one down at home yourself, then by all means please do. My prediction though on Pumpkin Soup is, I predict that Pumpkin Soup is a story about a cat, duck and squirrel who make and eat lots of pumpkin soup. Now, you will have already noticed that I have written this in two different colours. Do you at home know why I have done two different colours? The information in red is the bit that is going to change based on the text that you are reading. So if I wanted to go and make a different prediction based on a different text title and front cover, I would just get rid of the red words and I would input the new predictions based on a different text. And I'm going to show exactly what I mean by that now. So what I'm going to do is grab my eraser and I'm actually going to get rid of all that information in red. And just to make it really clear that you have to input something into these spaces, I'm just going to underline it for you. So the black part is going to stay the same. So I predict that is a story about. Alright, what we're going to do is we are going to make another prediction based on one more text. I'm just going to go get it. Okay, the next text I'm going to be making a prediction on is The Very Brave Bear by Nick Bland. If you'd like to hear me reading this story in full, click the link above now. Alright, I've got my book, so now what I need to do is, in red, go through and make a new prediction based on this front cover and title. So, looking at the title, The Very Brave Bear. Alright, well I can see bear on the front cover illustration. However, I can also see a buffalo. So even though the story is about a very brave bear, the same way that I knew that Pumpkin Soup had three main characters because there were three main characters on the front, I am predicting that this is not just a story about bear, but it is also a story about the buffalo. So I'm going to now put that into my prediction sentence. Alright, so now I've finished the second part of my prediction, so let's have a read. I predict that The Very Brave Bear is a story about a bear and a buffalo that go on a scary adventure. Now the reason why I have said a scary adventure is because I know that the title, because I'm looking back at it, is The Very Brave Bear. Well, when are the times that you're brave? It's often when you are scared. So I have said they're going to go on a scary adventure because they will need to show somehow that they are brave. Alright, if you would like to practice this skill at home, you can do this in a couple of ways. The first way is to do exactly what I have been doing, writing down that prediction and your evidence. So I predict that text title is a story about, and then give your evidence. I'll include a text title down the bottom of the screen now, just so you can copy it and fill in those underlined spaces. Alright, that's the end of our lesson. What I would like you to be doing at home is making those predictions based on the front cover, illustrations and titles of text. You really have to make sure that your text title and your cover illustration are connected in some way. I didn't talk about a duck making soup in this text because on the front cover I cannot see the word soup, nor can I see a duck as a main character. So make sure that you are making your predictions based on what you can see on the front cover illustration and try and link that to the title. Alright, thank you for joining today's short lesson on predicting. Were you successful today? Can you make an educated prediction based on the front cover and title of a text? Until next time!